Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Yeah, hi.
Hi. So, yeah, I'm gonna switch to somebody else.
Oh, okay. How do you switch while you're in the actual game?
Um, go to this console.
Thor, how's it going?
This one.
Oh, okay. I might keep Thor now. I don't know if he has the best costume right now, but it's close enough. He just doesn't have his helmet.
Okay, so which mission did you want to do?
Uh, it really didn't matter because I've never been here before.
Really? Alright.
No.
You just got through beating the main story.
Yeah, but even when I did click to like go to the initiative, I still didn't see any of this. This is the initiative part, right?
Yeah, this is the initiative part.
Yep, I didn't see any of this.
So, did you do any of the lost missions?
I don't think so.
Go to, go to her and she'll get you some assignments.
Okay.
It's good to see you in person. We'll be working more directly moving forward. Hologram calls can only do so much. What I'm about to say may sound absurd, but Dr. Pym
So
assured
what
me
do
it's
you
a real
think they're
threat.
gonna do with this
We've
game
encountered time
since they
disruptions
have
across
not
the world.
released any other
Tachyon's
new
storm is a
characters
key
yet?
point. We'll need an experienced, hard-hitting task force to investigate these sites. You are the perfect candidate. Our agents will provide mission support whenever possible. Agent Morales volunteered to track these Tachyon storms. Report to her and we can get started.
Hey, you got a second? Good to see you again. Glad we could work together on
Was
this.
she at the anthill place?
Tachyon storms are sweeping across the world, more frequent by the day. We don't know what's causing them or why, but we need answers, Stat. We believe they're related to the
No, I don't
disruptions we've
remember
been
that part.
experiencing here, like a hiccup in time
I did
or
skip
intense
like 2
station heat.
missions.
I've identified a
I,
site that's
I
producing
completed
near
60%
constant
of the
tachyon emissions.
campaign.
Seems
That's what
like
it
the
told
perfect
me.
starting point.
Cause I'm not,
Hey, Avengers.
I
Bill
didn't
has
think I was
something she
strong
needs our
enough,
help with.
so
Patching you through.
I had a few
I
agents
didn't
go
want to
missing in
try
the
the other
field, and we
2
just got a
levels.
distress call from one claiming they'd been attacked by the Academy. That's the Taskmaster's group. I need you to figure out what the hell's really going on.
Between my solo campaign mission and the Avengers initiative. You got your missions.
Let's see. Yeah, it tells me to go up here.
Okay, which one's the main one?
Let's see.
Taskmaster or Abomination?
How am I supposed to tell which one's the main one? Just objectives or just look at it?
Yeah, you got your objectives.
Yeah, it says 30.
So, which boss, does it show?
Hitting the objectives part, I do not see which boss, but I know it has said Taskmaster on the map when I've looked at it before on the initiative.
What's the Taskmaster?
See. Wow. I guess I'll never get there no time soon. The Hulk's mission 120 plus 103. Jeez.
For you or for me?
I would.
Oh wait, I think that's mine. I think that's my whole missions.
Oh, okay. Then that makes sense.
Yeah, are they green for you or red?
It's red.
Oh, okay, yeah, those are my whole missions.
But it's got like a gold looking treasure box. Or
Dang, I can. I think I beat it. That's right. No, if we played on, I think if we played on the map, it'd be different. Could you make it?
yeah, but I don't see the one that says Taskmaster. Maybe I looked over it, but I know I've seen it before. But I don't see it right now. I do see a Black Widow mission.
Yeah, I can't. I forgot I already beat it, so that's why. Well, I have to wait another day to. Okay, I'll pick a mission for us.
Okay, yeah, that would be great. This game is super glitchy. Or Captain America, I can see through his head. Well, majority of his face. And then, like, I was looking at the costumes today again, and I was like, you know, the icon I actually saw for one of the costumes for Thor, which would hit, you know, you would hit preview on it to see it. It was blurry. Huh? I don't know, it had like a red. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that was unworthy Thor. Dang, I can't believe I didn't get it when I had the chance.
But it had like this nice pattern on it, and I told my dad when he was playing Avengers yesterday, it would look nice if it wasn't like blurry and muddy looking. And then, you know, I decided to pull it up on my TV, and I see it, I'm like, oh, it's glitching. Because I even looked at Hulk's, and I looked at another Thor, which I actually like the blue one. It looked like stars. Unoriginal, I guess, but I still liked it. But it was blurry.
Is he your strongest so far?
I don't know. I don't think so. It's probably Black Widow.
Okay. Yeah, like since last time we played beta, I definitely powered up my whole.
Uh-huh. I think Captain America is my weakest. My favorite? I don't know. I'm starting to like Thor more. But I know if I was to play with my dad, he'd want Thor. So I'm gonna go with probably Black Widow. It was Camilla at first, but Black Widow is able to do a lot of things she shouldn't be able to do, and it's really cool. So, yeah.
Greetings, Avengers. Resistance Intel has identified the location of another shield vault. AIM appears to be in the area, likely seeking the same thing. Find the vault and recover its resources before our enemies have a chance to find it.
Yeah. It just amazes me though, some missions, even though it's higher than certain characters' levels and powers that I have, it's like a breeze. But then like my dad snuck and he clicked on a 30 something over, and we were playing it and it started off fine at first, like a regular match, and I was like, oh okay, well I wasn't thinking anything about it. And next thing I know, every time I got blasted with something, I was dead. And I was like, what the heck? And thing went for my dad. And then Camilla and the Hulk started glitching, so they're having trouble reviving us. They were just spinning around in circles and pacing back and forth.
I don't have the exact location of the vault. Your signal detector should pick up a shield frequency when you get close to its location. Scout out the area ahead of you to locate it. Search through this area to find the location of the vault. Your signal detector should pick up its...
Your battle ends here. Stay sharp. Take them out.
There's a chest with gear close by.
Your defeat was inevitable.
I thought you were a bad guy. He really should have let us keep a majority of what we got from the beta.
If you want to find the location of the vault, you should scout the nearby area.
And then it was like, I saw online, they put out a message, oh, you guys, we decided to listen to you. But I mean, I did see a lot of complaints about the skins being 50% off and how much it wasn't worth it. Though I did actually buy 2.
When your signal detector picks up the vault frequency, follow it to reach the vault location.
Another tunnel vacant. All enemies down.
No. It, no, my name is Jasmine. But now I feel special because you thought it was really my name. I mean, I do have some people, that's what they call me in person. Especially if they game with me, and that's what they call me. Is your name Computer Blue?
Proceed to the designated location.
Why is it 2010? Why does your name have 2010 in it? Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Like, every time I came and visited him, and I'd always wear blue without realizing it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. My friend, my old friend, I let her make an account on my PlayStation 3, and yeah, she's the only other person I let do that. She would come over all the time, but she wasn't allowed to like get on my computers and stuff because my dad told me like, you don't know like what someone could look up on your computer, so to always be careful. And pretty much I'd get grounded if he caught her on there. Because I think one time she did go to, like, when I was younger, it was, like, very strict what sites I could go on to. My dad would have to make sure everything I went. And, so, like, I'd have to tell him, like, oh, I want to go to, like, Disney's page to go play some video games or whatever. He'd ask me which one, do you want to go to Disney or whatever, and I tell him, oh, I can do it myself, and he'd be like, no. And then the one time I did do it by myself, I decided to go from the Disney page and go look at anime pictures of Inuyasha, and I clicked on one and it took me to this site, and like I couldn't get the images off the computer. My dad was like, what were you doing? And it was like, and it was so hilarious because it was like all like these old women on there too. It was funny. It was funny, but it was like surprising at the same time. So people so easy to kill? Why are some of these robots, I should say, easy to kill? Oh. Oh. I'm trying to kill you again.
Let's take these guys down.
Did you have, was that like a single player mode, or you had to?
There is an elite AIM unit near you. Defeat them, and you may gain something useful.
Just like always, Avengers.
Uh-huh. No, I don't see anything up here.
Let's do this by the book.
A resistance ally is in trouble nearby and needs your help. That did it. Theo, work your magic.
You're safe now.
Okay. I see one right up here. Wait, are you saying there's two, or am I where you were talking about? Okay. So are you in college or anything? Oh, okay. Well, at least you have a job. Oh, you said me? Oh, I just graduated in May with my master's. Yeah, it was something else. I'm just glad I'm done, and now that I'm done, I don't really know what I'm going to do. I mean, I've been applying for jobs, but I've been really picky about where I've been applying to. I'd probably already have one if I wasn't as picky. My dad said the same thing, but I really want to get a good job, because, I feel like the job I first worked, I worked there since I was 16. I just quit it in March because of the virus. And I mean, oh, go ahead. You cut out a bit. I couldn't hear you. Uh-huh. Yeah, I think it really, like, messed up a lot of people. Like, someone I knew, they told me that they got laid off. Another gamer friend. A part of me, I don't know if they lied or not. They just, I think they're babyish. I'm sorry. They complain over everything. Oh, here's a box. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, at the same time, because of the virus, I got out of school much earlier. I got an extra week to spring break. My assignments got shortened. I didn't have to do any more projects in front of people and speaking. And then I could just be like, well, my computer doesn't work scenario. So, yeah. And my family told me, they were like, well, you shouldn't be, like, freaking out because you have to do a project on Zoom or anything similar. Like, we had this one, it was called Blue something. My professor was trying to get us to do it, and it was like, but everyone's using Zoom right now. We don't know what it is, and we didn't know how to use it. And she told us it was easy. I had a class do it before, and everything worked perfectly fine. Turns out she lied. She's never used it before, and she never had a class do it, and it sure wasn't working. I mean, we tested it out, actually, but then the one guy that tested it on his computer told me that he's going to pretend like his computer doesn't work. So the professor asked me to do it, and mine just didn't work. Actually, so, when we went to this other site, I just kept my camera off. I didn't even turn it on and just read from my note cards. Because that's one of those professors, she doesn't want you to read from your note cards. And, I mean, I used to not be that bad. I used to be more confident. But I guess, like, especially, like, with a master's program like that, we also had internships in the daytime. So it felt like no breaks, barely any sleeping. It was really terrible and very stressful. So, my anxiety got extremely bad. And then I had, like, a lot of bad internships. And, like, that program, like, you really needed a good internship to understand what the heck you were doing. Because reading off of a book wasn't enough. But, after I had a terrible internship and a terrible supervisor at the internship, things got better and I actually got a good one.
Nice.
I mean, it was so bad, I feel like it might affect me in some ways that I may not even realize all the time. That's probably one of the reasons why I'm very scared of picking where I choose to try to work. I mean, of course I'm not going to know everybody from an interview, and of course there's going to be problems, but it was that bad that I would never want to do that again, ever.
With gear nearby.
And then it was like I got 3 professors involved, and all of them like didn't even do anything. And they knew that she was wrong, the supervisor I had. She was doing some illegal stuff. Yeah, and the thing was, I didn't really understand how master programs work. Like, because at the same time I kind of felt like I didn't belong there but I guess I did at the same time. I didn't get my master's. I didn't get my bachelor's in what I got my master's in. So I thought, well, at any time I could fall behind, because there's a lot of things I didn't understand that other people understood because they got their bachelor's in psychology. And I got my minor in psychology, but that wasn't what I got my master's in. So I got my bachelor's in graphic design, so I felt like a little lost, because to be honest, I didn't really I paid attention in psychology class, but not as much, because the professors were boring. So to me, what I learned in my master's was starting from scratch, which I feel like all masters technically are that way, because it's a 2-year program and they teach you the beginning and then you move on to the advanced level. So that's why I tell people, like, you shouldn't be overly scared to do a master's, because it's pretty much like a tech school, but it's a little bit more intense, and you're focusing directly on what you are supposed to be doing. Not taking like little side classes. So, but yeah, my experience with that one internship, and then like actually I had another one before that which I thought was bad, but it didn't get bad till I got to the other one, and I was just like, oh my gosh, like that's when I became like really depressed and sad and stuff. It was that bad, and I just, like, my gosh. She even tried to get me removed from the whole program, and I was just like, I can't believe someone would just... I felt betrayed by my professors, and I felt betrayed by her, but I just feel like maybe if I would have talked to someone above all of them, it would have got solved quicker, but because I was trusting my professors, and I was trying to go in the chain of command I was told to go into, I didn't tell the actual field person of the program. And plus, I didn't like him either. He was really, how can I put it, I don't really know the term to describe him, but I felt like he always thought he was better than everyone, so I didn't like to talk to that particular professor. And it was kind of like I'd rather just suffer the consequences than to talk to him. And he was just that annoying to me. He's like Kevin Hart with an education, I guess. I mean, that's what he looked like. He looked like Kevin Hart. He thought he was hilarious, but some of the statements he would make were so rude. I'm pretty sure, like, I'm the type of person, I feed off of people's energy, I guess you could say. So if we're all laughing and smiling.
You and I would get along just fine.
Yeah, so like if we're laughing and smiling, then that's what I'm gonna reflect.
That's like me at work. I'm just trying to be positive about stuff, but people just...
Wait.
Like my job is like the
like, the job I had, my dad told me, like, he told me, he told me working in a restaurant would be my alternative option, or working at, like, I don't know the correct term, an old person's home. But he told me that I wouldn't want to work at a restaurant, like washing dishes or anything. And he told me I wouldn't want to be a waitress, right? But in my job, I only worked for tips. Technically, it was supposed to be voluntary. Well, it is, but the people in charge, they abuse their power. They are prejudiced, and it's hilarious at the same time, because they like to only hire Asian people, and they're not even Asian. They like to hire, and and it's like the Asian people there at that job, they will not speak up for themselves at all. It's a rarity. But like, they'll call them the Asian women or the Asians, and they don't complain or anything because they don't get in trouble for anything. They can steal, they can lie, they can pick on you, bully you, whatever. They don't get in trouble because they are the hard workers. But everyone else, we're the lazy ones. If you're young, you're lazy. You're not as hard working as the Asian women. And it just baffles me. It didn't matter who was in charge. They would still say the same thing, and it was just so unprofessional. So eventually I got really depressed at working at my job, so I had asked my dad back in January, could I go ahead and quit, because I live with my parents. And my dad was always like, oh, well, you need a job if you're going to live with us or whatever. And I told him, like, you don't understand, like, I can't keep taking this. Like, I complain on these people, they never get in trouble. I speak up, I'm in the wrong. Like, even, like, this one guy, I want to say he was, like, in high school at the time, maybe a junior or a senior, and I was in college. And, like, when we bag groceries in the store, it's usually so many of us, we take turns at what registers we work at, and like, it can be from a couple of minutes to hours before you get a turn, and that's how you get tips, and tips aren't guaranteed either. So, the guy, I think I was bagging someone. I had asked them, and they said fine. And then he came up. He said, "No, I'm not you're not gonna bag him. I'm bagging him." And then he called me the B word and all this other crap. So I said, "Did you literally just say that to me over bagging? And you're only one person behind me?" And he was like he didn't care. Like, one person difference, you're gonna.
Some people don't care.
Yeah, I'm like, that's just so disrespectful. So like,
Did you get this shit?
yeah, I got that one.
Just checking.
So like, I went, I complained, and what happened? I was told that because there was no witnesses, that he called me a name, that both of us must be sent home. Because he's saying that I called him that name. And I looked at that lady in her face, and it's crazy because I know her grandson. For years, I worked there for 10 years, and I told her, I said, "Are you serious?" I mean, she used to even get lunch with me and everything. I mean, I know she was still crazy or whatever, but still, it's just the fact that you cannot send someone home. If that's going to be your thing, then don't send either of us home. But I'm the one who complained. And now you're saying because he came back, if he felt that way, if I said that about him, and then I said, why would I complain that someone called me something that I called them back? That makes no sense. And to be honest, I'm pretty good when I have to, if I have to attend meetings or whatever, and someone tries to lie on me, I'm pretty good at keeping my cool. It's always the opposite person. I mean, I have gotten upset before, and my dad always calls me like, you need to not be emotional. I said, but I'm just so frustrated. But like when it's like a whole group, I'm usually pretty like, because I just get to the point, you know what, I don't care anymore. You were wrong and you lied. Yeah. Yeah, my dad's always like, he always tells me I overstress, but then he'll say like that I shouldn't be stressing because I don't have anything to stress about. Or he'll say like, you don't know what it's like to be in my shoes or what I had to go through. And when he tells me and I respond with what I've been through, he's like, okay, you've pretty much been through the same things as me. It's just I'm a girl, and you know, it's a different time period. Or like sometimes like with my mom, she'll be like, well, I never had someone do that to me. I would always do this and that and that. I'm like, okay, but times have changed, and I'm like, my mom's more of the aggressive person. Even if she has to put her hands on somebody, it doesn't even matter. They'll stop and they'll leave her alone, right? But I'm not that type of person. So yeah, eventually things did get to me, even with my master's program. Like, I almost like cried in one of my professor's offices because I couldn't take it with the internship I had. I'm like, this is internship neither of them I asked for. And you knew when I came to the program I wanted something related to my bachelor's, art. And you told me, oh, okay, we'll see what we could do or whatever. And then you said, oh, I don't know if that'll be possible, right? And when I found like 4 places that could, you know, help me with my art area, she refused to let me go there. Now, how does she have the option to do that? It's because the school gave it to her, and she had so many complaints on her, that professor. I didn't know. Like, people were telling me, like, she's not a good professor. I was like, oh no, she's great or whatever. I even gave her a Christmas gift. and I'm just like, I don't think I've ever given a professor a Christmas gift. And I'm like, I gave the worst one a Christmas gift. She did nothing for me. She was just all about herself. And she wanted to keep her little status with that supervisor and that internship I had. Yeah, I'm like, you know, if I would have went to the right person, I'm pretty sure she would have been fired and there would have been an investigation. Because I've had to report professors before. I had a professor in my bachelor's that, he was just sitting there watching Vikings in his classroom. Well, actually in his office, which was right across from the class. He'd leave the class and he wouldn't come back, but he'd he'd show us something and he'd say, all right, just let me know if you have any questions. And as soon as we start, he walks off to his office, shuts the door, locks the door. I'm just like, I wonder how many times I went to his office for assistance and I didn't knock because I'm like, oh, he's not here anyways, thinking because he has the door locked, he's doing something else. And no, he's just... How do you open up these? Oh, you already did it. Watching Vikings. And that Vikings is a pretty good show. I just started seeing it really a couple of months ago. A few episodes here and there. My dad usually watches that, but yeah. So it was like I felt behind with my bachelor's because I had a professor that didn't want to teach bachelor's. And then with my master's, I felt the same way because I had terrible internship, and then to the point that it was depressing me so bad I couldn't even focus in my class, and I couldn't even relate the information to my class because I'm not doing the same thing. They just stuck us in an internship and told us that we should be happy. We just have a place. And I'm like, but it has nothing to do with my masters. That's some bull. Especially when you're paying for it. I found a box. I found a box over here.
Oh, there's a chest.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, you need a unique key.
Oh, I already went in there.
Did you get this one?
Yeah, I got that one. But there was another one over here. Yeah, I got those two.
Alright.
Yeah.
Just check it.
But yeah, and then there was one over here I just got.
How about this one?
Wait, where are you? You said this one over here. Nope. Wait. Oh, wrong area. No, I haven't went that far.
Keep it together, Avengers!
How'd you get all the way over there already?
Super soldier.
Avengers, charge!
Do you ever have dreams about this game?
Believe it or not, about this game. Like,
Yeah.
even before this game came out, I would have dreams about a solid Avengers game. I remember I had a dream. There was a game with Cap, Batman, and Spider-Man, and they were fighting in one of the giant robots.
The Ultimate Alliance?
But yeah, you want to play that game too?
Yeah, I got that on Switch.
You got part 3?
Yeah.
Not lucky.
Yeah, my brother was actually generous for once and he randomly sent it. Wasn't even my birthday.
I got part 1 and part 2 on the 3.
Yeah, I think my dad has all of them. It's just usually he would fall asleep during playing it. I would fall asleep during playing it, but not the third one. The third one was really good. I never finished it because I started the mission by myself, and I did one with my dad, but my dad was falling asleep. Or he'd say like, oh, I don't feel like playing a game right now, so I decided to play it on my own. Plus he made me mad, but if he finds out, he's gonna get mad. He's like, you've been playing this without me. But yeah, and I was playing as Miss Marvel and stuff like that, and that's how I really got to know her, from the Ultimate Alliance 3 on Switch. I didn't appreciate her till then. I was like, oh, okay, she's actually pretty awesome. And I was playing as Spider-Gwen as my main. And I don't remember who else I was main. I started using Wasp. Yeah, it's pretty great. Oh yeah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, that is messed up they did that, though. Only on Switch. Randomly. It is.
In fact, it was, like last year, I had a choice between getting the Switch to buy that game or just getting the PlayStation 4.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I'm gonna get the PlayStation 4 because if I get a Switch, that'd be the only game I can play in every time I get bored.
Yeah.
So I went with the PlayStation. I was like, got some games that occupy my time.
Yeah, my dad got me the Switch at a surprise, even though I did want it. But then it was like, not that many games were on there. And I wanted to get him a Switch for this Christmas, but he's so concerned with the PlayStation 5. I guess he'll never get one. He's just gonna have to use a regular remote whenever we play. If he doesn't want to use my little Switch side remote, because he says he hates it. I like it. I think it's cute, but he said he doesn't like it because it's not a true controller.
They do not stand a chance.
The automated systems are recognizing you. Please proceed to the activation area down below.
You shall prevail.
Anyone special back home?
I'm not allowed to sleep. I'm not allowed to sleep.
Not what I asked.
Mm-hmm.
You're pretty smart for an old guy.
I just bought a PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
And I bought a PlayStation 4. And I'm like, I'm not going to just get rid of it like that.
Vault is nearby. Activate its main terminal so we can begin.
Launching a PlayStation 5 might have like bugs.
You're right. You're right. Because
I'd have to wait till like
there was a YouTuber, my dad told me, that his PlayStation 5 died already. And my dad was just like, because he's supposed to get one tomorrow.
All systems initiating. Please stand by.
Okay, have you ever done one of these?
One of what?
These missions.
On the beta, I so technically one, I think. Actually here. Wait, what is this?
Okay, so like each room has like a computer console, like one through 5.
Uh-huh.
And on the on the top left corner below that, they have like a code sequence that we have to match up.
So we just pick one, or?
Yeah, I'll show you.
Okay.
The vault remains intact. Complete code verification to unlock the contents of the vault.
4 and 5.
Awaiting
Yeah.
first code verification entry.
Okay, so we have the computer consoles 4 and 5. Okay, I got 4.
Okay, that was 3. Will there be one on top, or just in the other room?
Awaiting second code verification entry.
Okay. Did I go too far? There's 2 over here. So I went up.
Code verification entry verified. Sequence verified.
Okay.
Commencing code authentication.
How long do I have to stay over here?
Into the thing,
Authentication on board. Unauthorized access detected. Sequence reset is imminent. Charging EMP. Please stand clear of the vault. Charging EMP. Please stand clear of the vault.
Yeah, but like with me, even though my dad's gonna go ahead and get a PlayStation 5, I told him I don't plan on playing it anytime soon. I'm just going to play on the PlayStation 4 until I feel like a game like I really want to play on there. Like maybe if it's Cold War, if that. Yeah, unless you get the digital.
Code verification entry verified.
Yeah, priorities come first. And there's not that many games on there right now anyways.
Heads up. Hacker inbound.
Unauthorized access detected. Sequence reset is imminent. Sequence verified.
Yeah, my brother, he just decided to get his wife pregnant, so now it's like, now every time I think about a job, I'm like, oh no, I need to get a job soon because now I have to buy stuff for this child. But then I have to keep reminding myself, it's not yours. You really don't have to if you don't want to. But then, like, my dad got on me because, like, there was something, I think they wanted, like, some regular baby stuff, and I was like, no, I'm going to buy this for the child. My dad's like, well, you don't have to buy anything if you don't want to. And I was like, why are you getting offended? I'm not saying I won't buy anything. It's got to be something I want to buy. It's my money. Like, I told my dad, like, maybe I'll get these cute little dresses, but they have to make sure she takes pictures in them. I don't want to feel like I wasted my money and it's not memorable, or I can't see it because they're going to, well, they're in Germany now. They just moved there. So, it's just like, make sure I get to see the pictures. I thought we defeated all the robots.
Code verification entry
Alright.
verified.
Okay.
Take them out.
We gotta make sure these robots don't,
Code verification entry verified.
Can I leave the middle to go get one, or I need to stay in the middle?
entry verified. Awaiting source code verification. Unauthorized access detected. Sequence reset is imminent. Final sequence verified. Unauthorized access detected. Sequence reset is imminent. Initiating next tier of the vault unlock protocol.
My knee is cramping.
Vault door opening. Please mind your step and thank you for your patience.
I don't know why I'm not tired today. I think it was because I was drinking alcohol this week. And even though I didn't have any the other day, I mean, I haven't looked at the scientific proof, but I'm pretty sure it still lingers within your system.
Oh yeah. Would you like to do the honors?
Sure. After I get this box. Is that the last box? Okay. Where's the electricity? It wasn't cool. I just held my hammer up for no reason.
Mission success. Another shield vault successfully secured and kept out of the hands of AIM.
We got some good gear from that.
Me too. So what other games do you actually play?
Games.
Excellent work, Avengers. With this vault recovered, we've bolstered our resources and are one step closer to fully rebuilding S.H.I.E.L.D. Our agents in the field will continue searching for more hidden vaults, as this certainly wasn't the last one.
Just in case my niece and nephew come over, that way they have something to play. And, see here, what other games I got. Checks. I got Sekiro. Oh, I've been definitely been playing Ghost of Tsushima. I haven't been playing it lately.
How far have you gotten with Shakiro?
I'm still in the beginning.
Me too. I don't know how much beginning either, but I'm like literally at the beginning.
I haven't played it that much. I played more Ghost than Sekiro. I got that shark game, Man Eater.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. It kind of reminds me of Jaws Unleashed. I got Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. I got Injustice. I haven't gotten that far. Days Gone. Yeah, I got a library. Let's see here.
Sounds like so far you got everything I got.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What about Mark of the Ninja?
I might not have that one, but like my dad tells me there's certain games I think we don't have, and I just haven't looked in the library, because he usually buys digital games, and then like right now I think my brother's the main account on this PlayStation that I use, and yeah, which is so weird how sometimes that works, because one time me and my dad were in our living room, and my brother, we were just sitting there, and the television came on its own, and Mortal Kombat was on. And so I told my dad, I said, Dad, you're playing a game right now. He's like, what? I said, you're playing a game. So like he grabbed the controller, he said, I'm not controlling it. I said, what are you talking about? He said, it's moving on its own. And so, I messaged my brother. I finally saw the name, and I saw it was my brother's account, and I told him, I said, how the heck are you playing on my dad's PlayStation and you're all the way in Japan? So somehow he connected his iPad, I guess, to my dad's PlayStation, but it's never happened before, and that may have been weeks, maybe a month later from before he left to go there, or maybe even more than that, but it was just crazy. I'm adding my skill points, trying to be a cool kid, keeping up with myself for once. I got one more to add. Oh no, I haven't done that one yet.
Yeah, so my Captain America's at level 50.
The easiest way to actually switch out my gear in artifacts, is it to just hold L2, or should I do it manually? Yeah, I was holding L2 because my brother told me to do that during the beta, and it seemed to upgrade everything that way, or at least pick the best. Unlock perk hold. But yeah, you know, I always try to stay away from negative, bad vibes. Like, it's a difference to me from being sad or going through something than someone that's just, like, evil. but in those circumstances, I just felt trapped. And I felt like they were bullying me in the workplace, bullying me at the school, and I felt like nobody was taking my sides. Instead, they were all trying to flip on me, probably because, like I said, they knew each other for a while, and I probably was just, yeah.
What state do you live in?
North Carolina.
Wait, you in Fayetteville?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, that definitely, that's the stuff you're talking about, that's kind of the stuff that, I can totally relate to. Okay, so I have another question.
Yeah.
Do you know a guy named Kendall?
I know only one Kendall, but that doesn't mean I know your guy named Kendall.
Okay, how about this? Wears glasses, has dreads, that takes photos, is a
Yeah.
photographer. Oh, okay. Kinda had a feeling that if you like the stuff you talked about, like that's like valuable stuff. So I'm not sure here or somewhere else.
So you're not gonna share where you're from?
Oh, I am. I live in Old Mills.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry about that.
So then how did you find me? How did you find me?
I remember I added Kindle when I first got the place. Like I said, when I first got the PlayStation, I added some friends that I knew that had a PlayStation. And yeah, Kindle was one of the top guys I knew that had one. So I added him, and I saw some friends of ours that we went to school with. I had one too, so I went down the list. And I actually saw your name, and I was thinking, and two of us actually knew Jasmine, and I was thinking that you were her. And at first I thought you were her, but you're somebody else entirely. But I hear, like you're very relatable.
I think I know what Jasmine you're talking about. I don't know her, but I know of her because a lot of people would talk about her, especially my old high school art teacher would talk about her, and then she'd say, "Oh, not you, Jasmine, the other Jasmine," and I'd get kind of mad, like, why do you have to say it like that?
Did you go to Jack Britt?
Yeah.